Alright, hi everybody, we are back again, and this time I am finally bringing with you my official handbag collection, and this is part 1. I will be splitting it up into 3 different videos. Part 1 will be my Chanel handbag collection, part 2 will be my Louis Vuitton handbag collection, and part 3 will be the rest of my collection. So I don't have time to film everything today, and so I will be splitting it up. And so today I'm doing my Chanel handbag collection, and I dressed up a little bit because Chanel, honestly you guys, is one of my favorite brands, and in the past 2 years I've really grown to identify with this style. It just works so well with my fashion aesthetics, and I'm just loving the brand so much at the moment. Now I do want to put a disclaimer out there. I know a lot of people don't like doing these, but I think the more information you have, the more you're able to make a better decision about whether or not to, I guess, continue watching this video. So first of all, it is a luxury handbag video. It's in the name. These are expensive bags, so if this is offensive to you, please just click out of the video. There is no need for you to comment negatively. There's no need for that, and I just don't care for it. Second of all, I did buy everything with my own money. I'm a fully grown woman with a career. I'm actually a doctor. I work full-time and I don't have any children. So I said it before, and I'll say it a million times, what I buy with my own money is my prerogative. So we will just leave it at that. And thirdly, all of my Chanel handbags are actually pre-owned, pre-loved / secondhand, whatever you want to call it. Reason being is I just feel like the price point of Chanel brand new in store is just so extortionate at the moment, and I would rather put that sort of extra money towards another bag. So if I was to buy everything brand new in store, I really would not be able to afford as many bags as I have now. It certainly wouldn't even be in the budget at all. So that's just to bear in mind. Even though I have a few bags here, I didn't even pay maybe 70% of the price that they cost in store. So there is a lot to be had, a lot to be gained from buying from the pre-owned, pre-loved market. And you just really have to do your research and authenticate via third party, via free service, and just learn more about the brand to be comfortable. Obviously buying stuff brand new is just a different ball game altogether, but to each their own. This is what I am happy to spend my money on. So anyways, that is enough of the disclaimer. That's enough chatting. I'm sure you guys just want to get into the bags. A few of my Chanel bags I've actually sold, and so if you want to see what I had before, go and check out my bags I'm selling and why. That was sort of like a vlog sale video, but in that video I also included reasons why I was selling that bag. So if you are curious what I had before, go and check that video out. And this is going to be exciting because if you stay tuned at the very end, I will actually share with you a very new handbag pickup, but there are actually a few bags on here that you guys haven't seen before. So let's move on to the video. So I'm going to start off with the very first handbag that I bought, and I sold that one. But that is a Chanel classic flap, and a lot of you guys were asking, why are you selling it? You were almost like 2 tears when you first got it, and I do have to agree with you guys. It was such a momentous occasion for me because it was such an achievement to be able to purchase my very own first Chanel bag. And at the time, spending that kind of money on a bag was just outrageous. I have to admit, once you start putting money down like that, it gets easier and easier to swallow later down the track. So just be warned, it can get very addictive very quickly. So just putting it out there. Anyways, that bag I have recently sold. I actually sold it because I picked up a bag that was exactly the same, and I basically had duplicates of the same bags. So obviously there's no real sane reason to keep 2 luxury handbags that are exactly the same. So that is why I sold that one. But let me just show you the bag that I did replace it with, because a lot of you guys were curious, and that is this Chanel classic flap. Isn't she gorgeous? So she is exactly the same bag. It is a Chanel medium large in the black lambskin leather with the gold hardware. Now this bag is in amazing condition, so can you just see that and appreciate that? How gorgeous is she? I did actually purchase her from a private seller, and that's why I got such a good deal on it. It came with the authenticity card, the box, and a dust bag. The reason I got this bag for such a good deal was because it actually had a lot of superficial scratches on it, and I knew I could buff that out easy, and I actually managed to pick this up for the same price that I picked up my previous Chanel Classic flap. This, however, doesn't have the gold plating. At least I don't think so, because this is from the it's 13 series. I think they were just phasing, I think this is from 2008, they were just phasing out the gold plating, but you know, it is in really nice condition, and what sold me was that the quilts were still really puffy. The only issue is that there is that at the bottom where it's just a little bit squished, but otherwise in just gorgeous condition, and I couldn't believe I picked her up for the price that I did. So it's the exact same bag. I have no issues with this bag whatsoever. I have no issues with the lambskin. I find like lambskin is just beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm not afraid to wear it. I was just able to pick up a bag in much better condition for almost the same price, so that's why I got it. The next bag that I purchased was actually this Chanel mini square flap bag. This is in black caviar leather with silver hardware. I purchased this because I was obsessed with the mini bags. After seeing Alexa Chung have it and styling it, I was just like, I needed to have this bag in my life. I specifically wanted the one with the top stitching detail there, if you can see. At the time that I was looking at Chanel minis, firstly, they had become seasonal pieces. They weren't in the permanent collection any longer, and then secondly, all of the caviar flaps, they were really like rounded. They didn't look like square flaps anymore. They were like chubby flaps, which bothered me because I specifically like it for this square design, and I love this one. I've used this so many times. Definitely one of my most used Chanel bags, and I love the strap length on it. I'm not very tall, I'm 5 feet, so this is actually perfect to wear as a crossbody, and it's just gorgeous. I have a few reviews on this, comparison videos on this, so if you are interested, check it out. It's just like a single compartment with an interior flap, and then also a Mona Lisa pocket at the back. Gorgeous bag, and a great first Chanel piece if you can't really afford a, you know, Chanel Classic flap. So that's the second one. After that, I was sort of obsessed with the Chanel wallet on chain, and you guys might think, well, they kind of look the same as a mini, why do you sort of needed one? I don't know, to me, I love the compartments of the Chanel wallet on chain. It was different in my eyes, and so I went on a mad hunt for this little baby. I got it in the classic Chanel walk in the gold hardware and black caviar leather. Now this is so super duper long, especially on me. It falls to my knees, which is insane, so I do sort of tie it up. I think the beauty with buying things secondhand is that you really don't baby them as much as you would if you had spent like $3,000 on a wallet on chain. I managed to pick this up for $2,000, which is still a lot of money, believe me, for essentially an SLG, but I felt a little bit more comfortable wearing it than if I had spent $3,000 on it. So it's actually very functional if you're not afraid to use it. It comes with a million of pockets, so you've got this super large compartment here that goes all the way down to the bottom, which is fantastic if you are like me and you love hiding money from yourself just so you don't overspend, or you have like little notes, or if you're traveling, you want to hide your passport. This is a great little piece because of that secret compartment. It's got a large compartment at the front where you can slip your phone. It's got a zip compartment for, you know, coins and whatnot, loose change, and then it's got this extra large compartment with slip pockets at the back, and then you can, you know, put agendas in here, lip glosses, lipsticks, what have you. I mean, technically this is a wallet on chain, but I mean, at think everyone who buys this uses it as a sort of mini handbag, and it actually does fit quite a lot. I overstuffed this bag. I really use it to its full potential, and I think that's why I love this bag so much more than if I had bought it brand new. The main issue for me is the fact that it has a very long chain. If the chain was shorter, this would easily be one of my favorite bags. I'm not even joking. I love it that much. And then I went on a bit of like a red bag kick. I was obsessed with like burgundy bags, red bags, and I just felt like I really needed a pop of color in my handbag collection. So the first pop of color that I got was actually this gorgeous little piece. I purchased this for myself for, what did I purchase this for? Valentine's Day. Like, you need an excuse really, but I just thought it was a beautiful piece. I absolutely love the color. This is a Chanel classic flap technically, but it is a little bit different, as you can tell. It's in this Ruthenium hardware, so the CCs are much larger. It's also a variation of their lambskin leather. Chanel, if you guys didn't know, do change their leathers every year, so the Caviar leather that was made in 2012 is different to the one in 2018. So they do vary. You can get soft caviar, you can get suede caviar, you can get like calfskin type of lambskin and very soft lambskin. This one is a very like soft puffy version of the lambskin, which I don't hate. You'd think it would be annoying, but this is actually just beautiful to hold, to touch, to use, because it is so soft. I can stuff this a lot more than my normal classic flaps, and it's just so like, you know, so malleable. And then in the interior, it's just the same thing. It's a double flap with the pocket on the back, the pocket on the front, 2 card pockets at the back, and a lipstick holder, and the Mona Lisa pocket. Now, I got this for a really good deal because it didn't actually come with the authenticity card. It did come in a box with the authenticity sticker, or the serial sticker, and I was still able to authenticate this through a tinselaire. So, you know, sometimes if you don't need everything, you can pick up some amazing deals. So I didn't mind so much because the bag was just in excellent condition and the price was just spot on and the color was gorgeous. And honestly, I don't see a lot of Chanel Burgundy bags, so this was a very rare opportunity for me to purchase it, so that's why I jumped on it straight away. I would still love a Burgundy with gold hardware because I think that would look stunning, but you know, I still love this bag. It's absolutely gorgeous. The next bag that you guys are probably seeing there, probably wondering when I'm going to start talking about her. I actually bought her sometime before my birthday, probably around March. I purchased this unexpectedly because I saw that it was going for an amazing deal. It's from a Japanese consignment seller. It actually came with everything. It came with the dust bag, the box, the authenticity card, and the booklet, and it just was in amazing condition, and I was able to pick it up for I think $4,300, which I think was a really good deal considering it is a Chanel classic flap in the Caviar leather. Let's be honest, like the Caviar leather of these medium flaps go for a lot of money. The resale value on the Caviar leathers are so much more than if you were to get something in the lambskin. As much as I love lambskin, I do think that Caviar is a little bit more carefree. At the same time, I saw this as a sort of investment opportunity. Like sometimes if I see a bag for a really good deal, I may pick it up just so that I could resell it later down the track. I saw this as one of them, and initially I wasn't actually going to use it. It was more to hang onto it and to resell later. But it's just such a beautiful bag, and I was like, why not use it for like a little bit? I may or may not resell this later down the track. I don't know, but you know, she's a beautiful bag and in excellent condition. You can see there is the structure on this bag is amazing, and it is from 2013, I believe. Where's the authenticity card? I think I left the authenticity card with the booklet that it came in. I've maybe used her 3 times because, as I said, I was a bit hesitant. But now that you guys have seen her, I might use her a little bit more frequently. Honestly, the Chanel medium flap is still my #1 favorite like Chanel bag out there. It's just so classic. It's gorgeous. It is a little bit overdone at the moment. It's like it's everyone's holy grail, rightly so. But the problem is you sort of see it around everywhere. It is a little bit annoying, but like, how can you blame anyone for, you know, having that bag? It is absolutely gorgeous. Moving on to my remaining 2 red bags. So as I said, I was on a huge red handbag kick. I think I purchased like 4 red bags. It is insane. I first came across this one when I was looking for another red wallet on chain. I saw this on eBay from a private seller and I felt like I had to get it because it was, you know, the price was really good on it. I think she was selling it for 2,800. I don't remember, 2,000 something, but eBay had like 10% off, so I was able to, you know, get it for roughly 2,500 or just thereabouts. So like, it wasn't a huge discount, I must admit, but it's very, very hard to find like a boy wallet on chain, especially in the red color. And this one was actually from the 2015 collection, so the chain length on this is actually shorter compared to all of the typical Chanel wallet on chains. So I felt like this called out to me. In any case, if I felt like it didn't work out for my lifestyle, I knew that I could resell this quite easily, so I did jump the gun on this one. And a lot of you guys, when I first showed it to you, you were like, you don't look as happy as you typically do with this bag. And honestly, I was hesitant on it to begin with, but I've actually used and reached for this bag so frequently, more so than that mini, and lately more than my classic Chanel wallet on chain. I just love the color. I thought that the back pocket would bother me a lot, but it actually hasn't been too bad. It would be more convenient to have a back pocket, but it hasn't bothered me too much. With the Le Boy wallet on chain, they are a lot more expensive for some reason than the Chanel classic flaps, but the layout is pretty much exactly the same. It's got the same pockets at the front, the middle compartment, and the same credit card slot, and also that big secret compartment. It's just at the back they don't have an extra pocket, and then you obviously have like that Le Boy design. I don't know if I would ever get a Chanel Le Boy bag, so this was a good opportunity for me to have something Le Boy in my collection, but not committing like $5,000 to a bag. So yeah, I love this one. Actually, I'm going to love it more and more the more I use it. You know, yes, I wish the leather was a little bit different. It is like this the soft sort of suede matte caviar leather, which I feel like color transfers a little bit easier than the normal Chanel caviar leather, but I still love this bag. Gorgeous little bag. Nearly getting there. So this one is the Chanel mini flap. This one I actually got as a birthday anniversary present from my boyfriend of 9 years. He initially was going to get me the Gucci Super Mini, but instead I just asked him to put the money towards the Chanel Mini. So I actually paid for half of this because, you know, I never want someone to pay like thousands and thousands of dollars for a bag. It's just a little bit too much for me to accept, so I still did contribute towards this bag. It is in like this blue based red, which is stunning, but also the silver against it is really, really beautiful. It's in this lambskin leather, which you guys know I love. I do get worried about color transfer though, especially at the back where the lip of the back pocket is rubbing a little bit, but hey ho, you know, I think that's part and parcel of having a lambskin bag. And this one I managed to pick up for, I think, 2,800, which is still significantly less than what you would pay brand new in store, which is about 3,800, at least here in Australia. It did come with the authenticity card and I think the box and dust bags. It came with everything, and yeah, just a beautiful little bag. I haven't worn this as much as I thought that I would. I don't know why, but for some reason when I pick up a bag I actually reach for this one a little bit more. But you know, it's just so cute. It's like the cutest little square bag ever. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, that is my second mini. And then last bag here that I wanted to share with you guys is my Chanel CC delivery. Absolutely gorgeous. I have been wanting this bag for the longest time, ever since I saw Alex from HRH Collection reveal her larger version of this. I did get it in the small tote version because I'm very short, as I've mentioned time and time again, so I think that the larger one would have completely drowned me, and I'm actually super glad that I got it in the small because this opening here is very tight. So if I had gotten it in like a larger bag, I think that I would have really struggled to get things in and out of this bag. I just love how it's the perfect mix of classic Chanel with a modern twist. It's just edgy, it's beautiful, it's not something that everybody has, which is just really refreshing, especially for someone who's already got a few Chanel classic bags. It's nice to have something a little bit different that makes you feel a bit different, and makes you stand out from everybody else. I mean, that's not something that I look for in the bag when I'm first buying handbags. Certainly not a priority. You know, get the classics, get what you really want. Don't worry about what everybody else has. But when you've got a few already, it's nice to have something a little bit different to set you apart. And then finally, as I mentioned at the start of this video, there was a new handbag that I wanted to reveal. It is actually, yes, it is the Chanel Deauville. This was a completely unexpected purchase. I got it because it was, like I'm telling you guys, the reason I get half of these bags is because I just can't pass on the deal. I got it from a Japanese consignment seller and they were selling it for $1,780. And yes, it is like in, you know, worn condition, but this bag is selling for like $2,000, $3,000 online, and you know, it's still really functional. But one of the reasons that it was selling for, you know, such a good price is actually these grommets here. You can see that they are fraying. I can actually fix that easily. It's in fair condition. There's a bit of wear and tear where there's that cotton lining, but I think this is a bag that actually doesn't look too bad as it ages. Like, I will be honest, I would never spend $5,000 on a bag like this, especially considering it is canvas. I don't care if it's Chanel, I don't care if it's Louis Vuitton, I don't care if it's Hermes. $5,000 on a canvas bag is extortionate, especially if it's not even like the coated canvas and it's actually like linen. You just nick it on something and then there's like fraying like on the bag. So this fortunately is like pretty sturdy canvas, like pretty sturdy material, so there's no holes or anything like that you can see. So I think it's still really good for the price, and it's a very large bag, which I think will be useful when you're like traveling or when you've got a few things to carry. When you're going to take blog photos, this would be perfect because you know, you can put all of your change of clothes and shoes and bags and everything like that in there. So I do think it's functional. I do think I have space for it in my handbag collection since selling the Chanel Executive Surf Tote. But yeah, that is my new handbag, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think that was a pretty good deal. I thought it was, but you guys should let me know what you think. So that is it. That is my handbag collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini review at the end. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. And also, I will be filming the rest of my handbag collection, you know, eventually, so stay tuned for that. If you don't want to miss out on part 2 and 3 of my handbag collection, just make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell so you get notified of when they get uploaded. I tend to be a little bit sporadic with my uploads because I am quite a busy person. As I said, I work as a full-time doctor and I'm still studying for my exams, so time slips away from me sometimes. So, you know, my scheduling is a little bit all over the place, so I think hitting the notification bell will really help so that you don't miss out on future videos from me. I think that's it really. Just wanted to say thank you so much, you guys, and to my OG fans, thanks to the ones that have been emailing me with words of encouragement, and just like I can see who watches my videos, who comments regularly, who likes my Instagram posts regularly, and I know you guys are watching right now, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. You know who you are. There's just so many for me to mention, but like, I reply to you guys, and you know that I'm here for you guys. So thank you so much, like truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is all the rambling I have left for today. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week or weekend, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.